Solving a system by graphing, meaning we have to figure out what the solution actually is. Step 1, we're going to graph both lines. Step 2, we're going to look for and or find the intersection. And the intersection, of course, is where they meet or where they touch. And then number 3, we're going to check our solution. Example 2, letter A, solve each system by graphing. So we have, first of all, y equals x minus 2. Now, keep in mind, when we do this, we have y equals mx plus b. M is your slope, b is your y-intercept. So if I'm looking at my first one, my y-intercept is -2, and my slope is 1. So that would be up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. And then we could draw our line, and that's our first graph. Our second one, y equals -x plus 4. My y-intercept is +4, so up 4. And then my slope is -1. So down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. And then we could draw our line. Now, once we have these graphed, we are looking for their intersection or where they meet. And on the graph, they both hit right here, which is at over 3 up 1. So 3, 1, which we believe is our solution. But now we need to check it. So x is 3, y is 1. I come back to my first one. 1 equals 3 minus 2. 1 equals 3 minus 2 is 1. That works. Down here, x is 3, y is 1. 1 equals -3 plus 4. 1 equals -3 plus 4. 1 equals -3 plus 4 is 1. So our solution is good. The answer to this question or this system is the ordered pair 3, 1. Letter B, y equals 1/2 x plus 3 and y equals -3/2 x minus 5. Our first one, our y-intercept is 3. Our slope is 1/2. So rise 1, run 2, rise 1, run 2. We could go the other way, drop 1, back 2, drop 1, back 2, and then we can draw our line. Our other one, y equals -3/2 x minus 5. Our y-intercept is -5. And then our slope is -3/2. So I would have to drop 3, run 2. But in this case, I'm actually going to rise 3, 1, 2, 3, and go back 2, 1, 2. Rise 3, 1, 2, 3, go back 2, and then draw our line. We look for the intersection. They both hit right there, and that's back 4 up 1, so -4, 1. And we believe that is our solution, but now we need to check it. X is -4, y is 1. So in my first one, 1 equals 1/2 times -4 plus 3. 1 equals 1/2 of -4 is -2 plus 3. -2 plus 3 is 1. Y equals -3/2 x minus 5. 1 equals -3/2 times -4 minus 5. 1 equals a negative times a negative is a positive, and then 3/2 times 4 is going to be, let's see, 6. Minus 5, 6 minus 5 is 1. So our solution is good. And again, the answer to this is the ordered pair -4, 1. Letter C, 2x plus y equals 5, and 3x minus 2y equals 4. Now, these are not in slope-intercept form. These are actually in standard form. So we could, for example, on the first one, subtract 2x and then graph it. But what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to graph this finding the intercepts. So if I'm finding the intercepts, I have 2x plus y equals 5. And remember, if you want to find the x-intercept, you substitute a 0 in for y. So I would have 2x plus 0 equals 5. That's 2x equals 5, which is going to give me, divide by 2, x equals 5 halves, which is actually 2.5. So 2.5. Then if I want to find the y-intercept, I would substitute a 0 in for x. So 2 times 0 plus y equals 5. 2 times 0 is 0, so y equals 5, which is going to look something like that. Then let's see. I'm going to try to connect this as best I can. And there's our line. Okay, next one. 3x minus 2y equals 4. Again, if I want to find the x-intercept, I substitute a 0 in for y. So 3x minus 2 times 0 equals 4. That's 3x. This is going to go to 0 equals 4. Divide by 3. X equals 4/3. That does not come out nicely. This is like 1.3 repeating. So let's see. 1.3 repeating is somewhere around here. If I want to find the y-intercept, I substitute a 0 in for x. So 3 times 0 minus 2y equals 4. This goes to 0. Negative 2y equals 4. Divide by negative 2. Y equals negative 2. Okay, so this is looking something like this. Okay, so those intercepts were not pretty, but that was a nice review anyway. And I'm guessing that these intersect about right there. So I'm guessing at about 2, 1. Okay, let's check our answer and see how we did. X is 2, y is 1. So 2 times 2 plus 1 equals 5. That's 4 plus 1 equals 5, which is true. So it works on the first one. Second one, x is 2, so 3 times 2 minus 2 times y is 1 equals 4, so that's 6 minus 2 is 4, and that actually checks out as well. So our solution is the ordered pair 2, 1.